The worst she could say is no. Okay, the worst she could say is no, right? I don't think they're gonna say no. They're gonna say a lot of things. They're gonna be like, no, it's not you, it's me. Just say no, bro. But they be saying a lot of things. But I watch a lot of movies that's trying to ask a girl out. She doesn't say no. She says worse than that, bro. She gonna be like, nah, you ugly, you fat, I don't like you, you're not my type. Nah, bro, girls be going crazy though.
Rejection is one of the most powerful forces on Earth. Stronger than love, stronger than gravity, stronger than the urge to check her story after she leaves you unread. Like, we've built entire economies on heartbreak. Drake would be homeless without rejection. Bruno Mars would still be working at Foot Locker. So today I'm teaching a masterclass on the worst ways to get rejected, because at least if you're gonna emotionally collapse, you should know what level of tragedy.
Yo, Chad, at least I'm learning from him, right? I have never got rejection before, so I'm some good information.
So let's suffer together. Starting things off, we have the here, talk to my friend rejection. This is the most disrespectful form of matchmaking known to mankind. You walk up to the girl you like.
You know how when they say, we're just brothers, okay? But I watched a lot of movies about a guy trying to hit the girl, right? But then the girl's like, nah, we're just friends. Oh my god, bro, that's funny.
Like, your heart's pounding, your Riz meter is charged, and right as you start talking, she rotates you like a bottle of shampoo in a store display and goes, oh my god, you should talk to my friend, she would love you. Hello? I did not walk across this room, risking my entire reputation to be customer serviced into someone else. Like, she really looked at you and thought, nah, he's more of an acquaintance vibe. Imagine getting friend of a friend zone. That's fucking brutal. And now her friend's just standing there like, hi, so what are your hobbies? Bro, I don't know. I came to bag her, not unlock a side quest with NPC 47. This is the romantic equivalent of, you're not my type, but maybe my friend who collects Funko Pops will like you. They treat you like you're a free sample at Costco. I mean, it's just emotional rerouting. It's not ideal,
Bro, especially when they say you're like brother to me, you're done for. Okay? You're like brother to me, and your heart is like boom, boom, boom. Thank God I don't go through that, bro. I have never ever.
Ideal at all, but it's definitely not as bad as some of the other ones we're going to get into. Next up, we have the I didn't realize you were flirting rejection. This one's brutal because it sneaks up on you. You think you're being smooth, compliments, attention, effort, but they interpret everything you do as harmless friendliness. There's no awareness, no realization, no recognition that you're trying to be romantic. You're basically screaming, I like you, in Morse code, and they're reading it like a weather report. You unlock a strange purgatory where your intention is obvious to literally everyone except the person you like. Their friends know, your friends know, people who overhear a single sentence know, but they think that you're just platonically supporting local women-owned businesses. Every time you lean in emotionally, they subconsciously put you deeper into the friend role, not out of cruelty, just out of obliviousness. You're trying.
Yo, the difference between guys and girls, okay? Yo, some guys need to understand this. Just because you're hanging out with a girl for 7 months to a year, it doesn't mean she likes you. Just because you like her, okay? Girl, they process things. I know when you see her the first time, you're gonna be like, oh, she's the one, I'm gonna marry her, I'm gonna, you're thinking like, oh, she wants me because you think like that. But in reality, she's thinking like, we're just friends. This is why girls are girls are very different from men. That's not how they think. They don't think like us. But respect though, just because I said that.
To build a relationship and they think you're volunteering for a mentorship program. The rejection hits later, like way later, when you suddenly realize they've never once flirted back. They always steer the conversations into safe zones. They never catch a hint. They treat your acts of affection like random acts of customer service. There's no buildup of rejection, no dramatic moment, just a slow, creeping realization that the romance was only happening in your head. You weren't turned down, you were never even considered. Up, we have the sorry I don't date rejection. This one's a classic because it masquerades as honesty while being the emotional equivalent of a parking ticket. They tell you they're not looking for a relationship, and for a moment you admire the maturity. You think, wow, that was respectful, clean, and considerate. Then 1 week later, they suddenly unlock a brand new personality update where they absolutely are looking for a relationship, just not with you. It becomes painfully obvious that the I don't date excuse wasn't about taking time to heal or be single. It was specifically a no dating you policy. Meanwhile, they're posting couple selfies with a guy who looks like he DJs at middle school lock-ins and owns a single fitted bedsheet he's never washed. You're left making mental gymnastics trying to rationalize it. Maybe she changed her mind. Maybe he charmed her. Maybe the stars aligned. No, the truth is simpler. You are the trial version, he's the full release. What makes this sting is the politeness of it. You walk away thinking thinking you handled the rejection well, only to realize you fell for a rejection ransomware scam. They protected your feelings in the moment, but the monthly payments of humiliation come later. Now you're watching their love story unfold like a Netflix show you weren't cast in. You didn't get rejected, you became the plot twist that nobody remembers. Next up, we have the wingman betrayal. This rejection hurts in a way that feels biblical. You put your trust, your hopes,
Bro, you know what's really sad? You're hanging out with a girl, right? And you think she likes you, and then you're buying a lot of things for her. You know, turns out she don't like you. She don't like you like that, but you know, she likes you as a friend. You know, she's the type like, oh, we're just friends, you know, and then you're just buying her stuff and all of that. Yo, that's very sad, bro.
A romantic mission in the hands of someone you call a friend. The plan is simple. They hype you up, they set the stage, you swoop in like the confident champion you pretend to be, except your wingman doesn't pass you the ball. They take the shot themselves. Suddenly, the person who was supposed to help you talk to your crush is now actively flirting, accidentally making direct eye contact for too long, laughing a little too hard at jokes that weren't even funny. Next thing you know, they're locked in a two-person conversation that you started while you stand there awkwardly nodding like an unpaid extra. You become the background character of your own love story. The camera isn't even pointed at you anymore. And the betrayal doesn't end that night. Oh no. Now you get to watch them slowly become a couple. You hear how happy they are. You get to pick out outfits for the dates that you were originally supposed to be going on. You get invited to be the third wheel like you're...
Yo, Chad, I don't think rejection is bad. I think rejection is like you have to learn. Like this is a life lesson, you know. It's not like every girl you meet, you know, you have to date them or whatever. It's just, this is life lesson. If you get rejected, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Some guys, they just sit in their room depressed all the time. Like, bro, come on, it's just one girl that says no. Or something worse. There's a lot of women out there.
Some kind of emotional support animal. This is a betrayal that Shakespeare would write a entire 5-act tragedy about. Next up, we have the group chat rejection. This one isn't just a rejection, it is a public relations disaster. You think you're having a private, intimate conversation, you carefully craft every word like you're defusing a bomb, checking punctuation, choosing emojis strategically, deleting and rewriting messages until your thumb cramps, and then reality hits. Her entire group chat is watching your downfall in real time. Screenshots are flying around like stock market data. Every message you send is being analyzed, roasted, and rated on a 10-point scale. They are treating your romantic effort like a science project, trying to decipher what your typing speed says about your confidence, zooming in on your profile picture like it's forensic evidence, judging your music taste, height, grammar, breathing patterns, everything. And if they decide you're unworthy, you don't just rejected, you get collectively denied by a panel of judges you've never met. It's like America's Got No Riz. Worst case scenario, it spills onto social media. Suddenly dozens of strangers are laughing at your humiliation. Your messages are being used as a meme format. People you've never spoken to are stitching TikToks of your heartbreak. You didn't just confess your feelings, you accidentally submitted them for peer review. It's not a rejection, it's like a committee vote. You weren't turned down, you failed the vibe check in front of an audience. Next up, we have the scene at 8:45 p.m. rejection. This is the silent assassination of romance. There are...
I think I know this. I mean, not like as a couple, but like, bro, don't you hate when you text someone, right? And then they seen it for 2 hours and didn't reply? Like, bro, come on, you better reply my message. You hate me or something? Like, you text her and then like, it's been 2 hours. Nah, bro, that's how you know she don't like you.
No words exchanged, just a cold, brutal confirmation that they saw what you sent, and still decided you weren't worth a single letter in response. You pour your heart out like a poet who never learned self-respect, and double-checking every sentence, making sure the
and they be writing paragraphs too. They be writing paragraphs.
Emojis strike the perfect balance of flirty but not creepy. You hit send with hope in your chest. Then it happens. Seen at 8:45 p.m. and nothing. No dots typing, no delayed reply, no accidental like of an old message, just digital abandonment. And the worst part is now your brain becomes a conspiracy board. Maybe her phone died. Maybe she got kidnapped mid-reply. Maybe she dropped her phone into the ocean. And anything is more comforting than the truth. But they simply just chose not to respond. You come face to face with the horrifying reality. You got rejected by nothing. Not even acknowledged enough to be turned down properly. It's like being ghosted by a notification. Hours go by. You keep reopening the chat like something changed, but it didn't. This is not just rejection. It's a reminder from the universe that technology has evolved faster than your Riz. Next up, we have the friend zone / I see you more like a brother.
Yo, this is what I'm talking about. I see you as a brother. Okay? When When she says I see you as a brother, you're cooked. When you're in the friend zone, nah, boy, it's over for you.
Whatever. This
Wrap it
rejection
up.
doesn't feel like getting turned down. It feels like getting adopted. You try to show romantic interest, and instead you get labeled like a relative. They assign you a family role without your consent. Like, you are now a brother, a cousin, a nephew, a pet.
Yeah.
And once you
Wait,
get
wait,
the
wait,
bro,
wait.
it's over.
A pet? A pet, bruh? Nah, boy, you need to get out. She don't care about you. She don't care about you. She sees you as a pet, bruh. As a never.
For once you get the buddy, it's beyond over. And kiddo, that's emotional manslaughter. Because there's no version of reality where calling someone kiddo is followed by a passionate kiss. You were officially being viewed as someone they pat on the head before sending you home by 9 p.m. You didn't just get friend zoned, you got family zoned, and there's no escape from that.
Family
You are
zone,
now
that's
expected
crazy.
to listen to them talk about other people they like, give advice like a supportive uncle, celebrate their new relationship like you weren't the original applicant, and yeah, it's
Yo, I bet these girls, right, when they talk about their friends and how they go on vacation, blah blah blah, right? I feel like you have something melting in your heart, right? Like that kind of bad melting. Like you're angry.
brutal. Last but not least, we have the accidental
I don't wanna hear that.
self-rejection. This is when you become the enemy. You reject yourself before anyone else even gets the chance. You imagine the worst case scenario like a professional catastrophizer. Like, they probably think I'm weird. They probably like someone cooler. They would laugh in my face. You overthink so aggressively that the
Yo, okay. Yo, for you men out there, okay? I have never talked to female like this, but it's like, why y'all so stressed about talking to females? Like, bro, they are just human beings, bro. Okay? I mean, of course, they have different traits, but it doesn't mean it's very hard to talk to females. Okay? They're just human. Just go and talk to them. They're not perfect, and we're not perfect. Okay? Like, bro, stop preparing quotes and Shakespeare or whatever, and just go talk to her, bruh. I mean, of course, approach her politeness. You know what I'm saying? Or she's gonna know you weird. But like, go talk to her, bruh. That's it.
relationship ends inside your
we're
imagination
making it
before it ever
complicated.
exists in the real world. Meanwhile, they actually might have liked you back, but you'll never know because you benched yourself like a coach who
Let's say you're talking to a woman, right, and you get rejected. That is okay, bro. Like, really, that is okay, because that is life lesson, bro. Maybe she's not your type. Maybe that's why she rejects you when you talk to her. But like, that is a life lesson for you.
hates his own
That's not
players.
bad.
You are the heartbreak. You are the villain. You're the last boss of your own downfall. You lost the game without even entering the stadium. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys liked, please be sure to like and subscribe if you want to. I posted my videos over on Spotify earlier, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.
I don't know.
Alright.
That was a fucking fire video, though. Cheats makes good content. But I gotta piss real quick, actually. Count me down 30 seconds.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, yeah, he makes 5 videos with these animations. When you get rejected in life, don't worry about it. That's a life. Okay, I know y'all don't want to hear it. Okay, let me say something else. I don't think it's in the video, but like, okay, when it becomes like to you or talking to a woman, whatever category, okay? Like, it's not about what's in the outside, bro. It's about here, bro. You cannot just go to the gym, exercise, you know, gain some muscles, and think that girl gonna like you. That's not how it works. Okay, girls like appearance, but not fully. They like also how you think. So meanwhile, you're going to the gym, all of that, seek some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't want to hear that corny stuff. Okay, that's the true reality. That's why you're getting rejected. YouTube, if you're watching this, please subscribe. Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you.